my top 10 albums of 2024. This list is only 4 projects over 2 songs, if you wonder why anything may be missing, and also any of these honourable mentions could easily make it into the top 10 depending on the day. It'll be depending on the day. Honourable mentions: Wua, Unframed, Keoff, Lose Yourself, The Seraphim, Crazy, I've Switch, aespa, Whiplash, ITZY, Gold, About You and Nah, Say My Name, Baymon, Drip, Idol 2, Idol I Swear, Eunice, Curious, Twice, Dive, all the Lunar, Unit and solo releases. To be honest, they killed it this year. Strawberry Rush is amazing. Eve's released 2 amazing EPs, and Virtual Angel and TTYL are 2 of the best songs this year, etc, etc. All of these could make it into the top 10, but it's just insanely hard to pick. So into the apparent top 10. 10, we have IZNA by IZNA. This song has been on heavy rotation since it released. I'll start with I Will Always Love You, since this is a IZNA song we have already known for so long. Because of Island 2, it's just a generational banger. The lyrics, the vocals, the instrumental, just hitting extremely hard. This has got to be the best song to originate from a survival show. It's just so good. I've been listening to it pretty much all year, whenever it came out. I don't know when that was, I can't remember. The title track is exactly what I expect from a black label, and that's a good thing, and I love it. The chorus has been stuck in my head, and I really like the vocals throughout the song. Such a great way to debut. Fake It is very much my type of song. Dreamy vocals and instrumental, accompanied by an insanely catchy and singable, sing-alongable chorus. This is exactly what I love. Thank you IZNA for such an incredible debut. I stan. At 9, with another debut, we have the mini album from Babymonster, Babymonster 7ER. I have come to love Babymonster since their debut. They really make amazing music, and I think their debut mini album really encapsulates what they are about, with both ballads to showcase the vocal ability of all the members, with Dreamers stuck in the middle, and songs which showcase the amazing rapping they also possess. As a 5th gen main dancer, oh my god. As a 5th gen main rapper, the title track, Sheesh, is also really amazing. Again, the pre-chorus and the bridge, just such an amazingly talented group. I give you all of the love in my heart. On that topic, I really love Drip as well, with Love in My Heart being my favourite track from their first full album. I have that song on repeat at the moment, it's beautiful. Number 8, Metamorphic by Stayc, the first full album by Stayc. For those that don't know me, I am a massive Swift, like in my top 3 groups. And I'm so glad we got a full album from them this year, and I loved it. My favourite song off the album being the Sumin and Unit song, Faking. I really loved the intro, and I think Sumin's voice and tone suit this type of instrumental really well. The chorus is beautiful, and I think their voices just work so well here. Cheeky Icy Fang is very different to every title track Stayc have ever done in the past, although that doesn't mean it's bad, and I do enjoy the song, and there are some iconic lines in there, and the production is really good. Although that is a given with Rado and BEP. An underrated track for me is Gummy Bear. I think Ice's voice really shines in here on the pre-chorus, and I love it when artists experiment with their voice and try something really different, and this is just incredible, to be honest. And we all know how good Ice's voice is anyway, and I think this just adds another level to her as a singer. It's so good. I look at the track list and I'm just like, I really like every song on here. One Thing is a massive hit in another timeline, and it's a shame it didn't get bigger really. Nada hit Flexing on My Ex, I love, especially since I saw it live, and I've known about the song for a good while before its release. At 7 we have With Youth by Twice, one of 2 Korean releases by Twice this year. I've said this multiple times everywhere, but I Got You, the pre-release English song, is one of my favourite Twice songs. I think it sounds amazing, and it is also a song that really just hits you in the feels, and I'm sure all once can agree on that. Every song on this album is just really good, and we also got songwriter Dahyun, and You Get Me is my second favourite song on this album after I Got You. Junghyun and Chaeyoung also with songwriting credits on the album, Junghyun with Bloom and Chaeyoung with Rush. I don't really have much to say about the album in general actually, except that I just really like every song on here and I love them all. Number 6, Super Real Me by ILLIT, their debut. 4 songs, all amazing, which I had on repeat for a good amount of time. Starts off with My World, which I think is an underrated song and is probably the least recognised amongst the 4 songs, but I think it's a perfect introduction to the album, ILLIT and their concept. Title track, which everyone in the world knows, debuted with the biggest hit, Magnetic. Just a crazy good song, insane song to debut with actually. The start of one of his iconic ILLIT title track intros. People describe ILLIT's genre of music as plug and be, and to a certain extent that is true, although it is only a very small part of Magnetic and doesn't really show up much in many of the other songs. We can't fit them into a box, and I think maybe just the word nice or cute would best describe their music concept. And it's quite funny as well because people are just making up names at this point of what genre their music is. Midnight, dream pop core, anime centric core aesthetic. Like, I don't know what's being waffled. Not everything needs to be put into a box. ILLIT, just make ILLIT music. And I think this applies to most K-pop nowadays anywhere. There isn't one type of music or genre you can assign to someone. It's just good music, you know. Or maybe I'm the one that's waffling, most likely. Anyway, surprise. Number 5, I'll Like You by ILLIT. What are they doing back again so soon? I think I'll Like You solidifies ILLIT's concept, continues their run and improves upon their debut. My favourite thing about this album is actually the title track and just how well it suits Minju's voice and vocal tone. We've been known she's an amazing singer with a beautiful voice, and I think this song really helps to bring the best out of it. The way her voice flows on this song is just so luxurious to the ears. It's perfection. When she comes in, I'm a diamond, like, just stop. That's crazy. This also confirms that we should be getting the one hit intro for every title track going forward. I hope they continue anyway, so iconic.
You know what? Not even God can stop me. I like you.
The way the song is just like pure running water, and Minju's voice, I can't. Also, literally every song on here is really good. ILLIT are yet to have even anything below good. Any song that isn't a hit material just got a great discography. Cherish is my favourite of the album, and my second favourite is probably I'll Like You, and I think Dimple is really underrated. Tic Tac has also gained some traction too. I'm back here again to say zero tolerance on ILLIT slander. The girls don't deserve it. Actually, no one hates that level of hate, to be honest. We love ILLIT. The next 2 albums follow a similar pattern as the last 2, so we have at number 4, FE304 Stick Out. NMIXX's second mini album release this year. I think NMIXX had an amazing year, releasing 2 really amazing albums. NMIXX never disappoints me. NMIXX released just straight hits this whole year, both mini albums straight fire. Stick Out actually came out with one of my favourite songs of this year, top 5 songs of this year easily, being Love Is Lonely. I fell in love the second I heard it. The beautiful vocals just fit the instrumental so well. Lily, my favourite vocalist, is just so good, and also the title track is amazing. It's just high turn up and a continuation of NMIXX's style and being very them, whilst also creating new innovative music. It is just so NMIXX, and the girls are just so talented. I will smoothly transition into the third, which is continuing with the theme, FE304 Break. It's really a toss up of which one I prefer of the 2 and what metrics you go on. But title track wise, I personally prefer See That to Dash. Not that I don't like Dash, of course, I just really love See That. And also my favourite overall song off the 2 albums is Love Is Lonely. So why would I choose Break over Stick Out? I think that looking at all the songs over the 2 albums, I think that Break just about edges it. Pre-release, Sonya, whilst it took a while for me to get it, I ended up absolutely loving it. Passion Fruit and XOXO are up there with my favourite songs of the year, and Run for Roses is a generational banger, such an amazing song. And the boom ending is the definition of perfect. Like, the way that that song just culminates is fantastic.
Oh, baby, oh, tick, 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 boom, boom, oh, baby, oh, tick, tick, tick.
They cook so hard on this mini album, and there is a reason why NMIXX are one of my top all groups. They just keep releasing amazing music, and all the members are incredibly talented. I didn't include Sync Hyperline in this list, as although it deserves to be here and it is over 2 songs, I don't know if we're counting that under albums. They just came out when it was the 4 concert songs, and I love all the 4 songs on there, by the way. So I just decided to leave it out. But at number 2 is Armageddon. This is how you release your first full album, starting the era with Supernova. Pre-release, quite literally everywhere, you could not escape this, and its impact on the culture, crazy. Nothing less from aespa really. And the title track Armageddon, what we come to expect from aespa, a hit and very much in their style. I've seen people saying, oh, not an album, not cohesive, should have split it into 2 mini albums. Just shush. That's just prime waffle, obviously. It is an amazing body of work and it does fit together, and it's an album I've listened to back to front more than any other album in a long time, and it was going to easily be my number 1 album of the year until the number 1 album came out in December. Every single song is just a hit, I love this album so much. I like Prologue a lot, maybe my favourite from the album, or Bahama. They just fit my vibe of music the most, I think. But I could listen to any song off this album at any time, and I still listen to this album daily, and I'm not even close to being bored of it. For me, and everyone probably, we can agree that aespa were Group of the Year. They just run 2024, they're so iconic. Whiplash, Song of the Year. I know off topic, but Whiplash is my favourite aespa song. It's perfect. Number 1, Rosie. Now, this was always going to be my album of the year by my favourite person of all time, Rosie. Perfect from start to end. I'm not going to go into much detail as I have already made a full video on it if you would like to watch, but just getting an album full of Rosie's most beautiful vocals means the world to me. Again, the album stays on repeat. My personal favourite songs from the album: Stay a Little Longer, 3am and Dance All Night. This, in my opinion, 2024 was the best year for music, and I'm sure K-pop will keep providing hits for us. Oyasumi